one was November 5th at 2:38. The next one was November 8th right here at 2:49. The next one was November 12th at $242.75. All right, so I got paid a total of 9 times this month. So adding it all together, it comes out to, I'm trying to get this camera set up in the car. It's not the best. There we go. What's going on, family? It's your man Patron in the cut. Well, technically I'm in the car right now. Right, so guys, I'm gonna be talking about in this video is how much I got paid my very first month driving for Amazon Flex. All right, so if you guys haven't seen my last video, I think it was almost about a month ago, well technically a month ago, 3 weeks ago, because I talked about how much I made my very first week driving for Amazon Flex. So if you haven't watched that video, make sure you check out that video. But here, what I'm gonna be talking about is how much I made my very first month driving for Amazon Flex. Now, for those of you that don't know what Amazon Flex is, because I did not know what this was about 45 days ago, my friend sent it to me. All right, essentially what it is you're delivering packages for Amazon. If you're watching this video, you've probably ordered on Amazon and you've gotten a package delivered to your door. But the thing is, you know, most of the time UPS or FedEx or these guys don't deliver to your door. Think about it on Sundays. Those guys don't deliver on Sundays. So the people and the workforce that is out there delivering these packages are called flex drivers, right? These are people, independent contractors, where it's kind of like an Uber, right? You use your car, you go to an Amazon warehouse, you pick up some packages, they give you a little route on your phone, and you go out and you deliver, all right? So I've been doing this now for over a month now. So I'm gonna be giving you guys the numbers of how much I actually made driving for them part-time. I guess you could say part-time because I'm only driving a couple hours out of the day, and I made a really, really good income doing it, all right, guys? So I wanna go ahead and I wanna break this down into a couple things here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen on my phone. Hopefully I can go ahead and get it, you know, going on like right here, sharing like my little screen here. Here's, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the Flex app. Go ahead and get this going. It takes a minute to load. You know, while this is loading, I want to go ahead and say that sometimes this app doesn't work. You're right. That's one of the cons of driving for Amazon Flex. This shit crashes all the time, you know, and it's not the best app, especially the navigation is not the best, but we got to deal with what we got to deal with. All right, you can see that today I have a route in Carlsbad. I'm gonna get paid $60 for about 3 hours. So let's go ahead and scroll over to earnings. All right, and I'm gonna scroll down to the very start. All right, so when I first started with Amazon Flex, I started on October 26th was my very first day driving. Okay, now the way Amazon Flex works is they pay out twice a week. That's really, really cool. Twice a week. So they pay I assume this is for every state, but here in California and San Diego they pay twice a week, that being Tuesdays and Fridays. All right, Tuesdays and Fridays you're gonna get a paycheck from Amazon Flex. So you're gonna see that I got paid about 9 times this month. All right, so I don't know why this is taking so long to load. All right, so while this takes time to load, as you can see here, it takes a lot of time to load. So on average, an average block, so it's called blocks. Blocks are the time frame that you saw it earlier, about a couple seconds ago in Carlsbad. I got paid, I'm driving between 5:30 and 8:30 p.m. That's a 3-hour block, okay? So my average block is about 3 hours, but the way that it's been working lately is I typically finish early, all right? So you might be asking, how many hours did I work to earn the income I'm gonna show you here in a second? I would say it's about an average of, I'm gonna have to close this app. See, that's exactly what I mean. Sometimes it doesn't work, right? So I worked an average of 2.5 hours, right? Now, why would you say 2.5 hours? Because I would say at least once a week here in San Diego, they send us home for free. For example, if they don't have routes, if they don't have packages to go out that day, you still get paid and you just get to go home, all right? So that happens at least once a week. Like that happened to me about 2 days ago, right? So they still pay me the full amount, $60 or $58, whatever it be. I still take that money and I don't have to drive, which is really, really cool. So that happens at least once a week. All right, but then typically it's really rare for me to go over the 3-hour period. So if anything, it's a little bit less. So about the hours is about 2.5 hours times 30 days. So I've been doing this now for 30 days. So I'll let you guys do the math on that. But it's about 2.5 hours a day. All right, so I'm waiting for this freaking app to load. I mean, you can kind of see it. It's not the best app, but Amazon's not an app developer. They're just trying to get this shit moving. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down to the very day, the time I first started. All right, so now we're back. It took a couple seconds for that to load. I don't know what's going on, but you can see here on my screen right now, you can see the very first day that I started was Saturday, October 26th, and I got a payment of $64.50. okay, so like I said, each time you see a little payment here of $64.50, $4.54, it's about a 2.5 average. Like I said, some days I went home early, but typically I never do the 3 hours. I always finish early. So you can add up the amount of hours that I put in here. All right, so you can see my very first day was October 26th, which was a Saturday, but the first day I got my deposit was the October 29th, which was $232.50. So that was for 4 days of work. That's over the weekend. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add these up here. All right, so I went ahead and did that for you guys. So you can go and see on October 29th I got $232.50. And then the next one was November 5th at $238. The next one was November 8th right here at $249. The next one was November 12th at $242.75. The next one, November 15th, was $243. The next one was November 19th at $301.50. All right, the next one was November 22nd, which was $205.50. The next payment I got was November 26th, $232, and the final payment after 30 days was November 29th, which is exactly a month. Remember, the first payment that got into my checking account was October 29th, was $295.50, which was my largest check since I've been driving for Amazon Flex. So if you go ahead and total those 9 payments out, like I said, I got paid 9 times, which is really cool. You know, if you're, especially for those of you that are used to driving for Uber or Lyft, this is a really great part-time opportunity. All right, so if you add up all 9 of those, it comes out to $2,239.75. all right, let me put that right there. So I added it up for you, $2,239.75. all right, so that's really cool. Like I said, an average of 2.5 hours per day, guys. You cannot really go wrong with that. On average, they said that you make, about $1,500. That was my expectation jumping into this. I thought I was only gonna make $1,500 for the month, and I was cool with that. Why? It's because I actually sell on Amazon. Recently I've been making way more money selling on Amazon. Like, we're already $500 profit for the day, but this is a really cool part-time opportunity while I'm jumping into something else. So if you have a part-time job, or if you have a part-time business and you're trying to you need to make ends meet and make money today while while you're growing a business, and or you want to make extra money on the side, this is a great opportunity. This allows me to do all the stuff I need to do during the day, run my business, and at night I can go and make daily cash flow that I get paid this week. All right, so that's really cool that I'm able to do that on a part-time basis. Now, total since I've been driving for Amazon Flex, I've made almost $2,600 in the last 35 days. So that's really cool if you think of it. That's almost that's almost a full-time job if you think about it. I have driven every single day because like I said, I have a lot of free time because I'm selling on Amazon. It doesn't take a lot of time, but that's really cool. So now that you know how much I got paid, you got to know, okay, how can I actually collect those blocks? How can I actually get paid a little bit more money? So I have a couple tips for you to go ahead and you could take away for those of you if you want to apply for Amazon, or if you're currently driving for Amazon Flex and you want to go ahead and do that. So I got my little sticky notes here. So the first tip that I have for you is you want to find out the times in which they release the different blocks. Okay, so like for example, if I go and I check my block right now, you can kind of see that nothing is available, right? It's because it is 1 p.m. It is 1 p.m. right now, and as I know my time, 1 p.m. they don't release blocks. They usually release blocks if there's day blocks around 1:32 p.m. So every day, I'm not gonna check during the day in the morning because they don't release in the morning. I'm gonna check around 1:32 p.m. and I can accept blocks that way. There's been plenty of days where I didn't have anything scheduled, and I was able to pick up work that day, and they pay a little bit more because it's on a shorter time frame. So find out the time that they release blocks so you can go ahead and accept it and get work every single day. All right, the next tip is you want to know, out of that $2,200, was it almost, yeah, a little over $2,200, how much of that was profit? Because obviously I'm driving my car here. Well, this is not even my car is in Miami, right? But I'm borrowing my grandpa's car right now to do this while I'm here for the holidays. So you might want to know how much of that is profit. So right now I'm driving a Honda. Obviously it's going to be different for your car. I've seen people driving Teslas. I've seen people driving big old trucks. I've seen people driving Hondas. You do have to have a 4-door car. I got away with a 2-door car for the first 3 weeks, but then they caught me. right? But obviously the MPG on your car is gonna vary, but on average I'm spending about $50 a week in gas on this car. Like, you're not driving a lot of miles. It's not like Uber where you're putting on a shitload of miles because you're driving people around. Here, because Amazon is a logistics company, all your houses are gonna be within, you know, 1 minute of each other, so you don't really put a lot of miles on your car. But nonetheless, I'm spending about $50 a week on gas driving for Amazon Flex. Now, my final review, because the video is getting a little bit long here, my final review is this. I love Amazon Flex for these reasons, right? It's a great part-time opportunity. Like I mentioned earlier, if you're looking to make part-time income, or if you're running a business and you need to make cash right now while you grow grow something else or work part-time, this is great because it's scheduled. You're gonna get paid twice a week, and you're almost guaranteed to work every single day if you follow the tip that I mentioned earlier. So I love that I can make daily cash, and I love how flexible it is. That's why it's called Amazon Flex, because you can accept the job, or if you want to work today, you can work. If not, you don't have to work, and that's really cool. So if you have, you know, obligations or something like that, you can go ahead and not work that day, and you're not going to get dinged for it, right? Because you're your own boss, you're an independent contractor. So I love that. Another thing I love about Amazon Flex is they pay out twice a week. I love that I got paid about an hour ago. I love that I get daily cash flow, and I get paid twice a week. So if I got bills or I need to have business expenses, I can take care of that this week. That's another thing I love. Another thing that I love is sometimes it's gonna be different for you, but I love that sometimes we don't get work, right? If they scheduled us and you accept the block and you show up and they don't have work, you still get paid, which is really, really cool. So that's the love part. But I also said there's a hate. An example, yesterday was a day where I didn't really like. It took me an hour to get to my very first house that I had to deliver to. So I'm in North San Diego in Escondido. I had to drive down to Santee. It was about an hour drive with traffic, you know, about 26 miles. So days like that, it's kind of frustrating. Now, I did finish within the 3 hours. You do spend a little bit more in gas, but like I said, some days, you know, I only have to drive a couple minutes to get to the house, to my first delivery. Like I said, all the deliveries will be in the same area, within, you know, a couple of miles of each other. But when you first get, you know, driving to the location, you might have to drive a little bit of minutes, you know what I mean? So the hate part of it is sometimes you gotta drive far. You know, sometimes I have to drive to downtown San Diego, or, you know, an hour away, 26 miles away to show up. Now, that doesn't happen often. That might happen maybe once a week, every other week, where I get a really shitty route. But here's another tip, guys. If it comes to the point where you go over your 3 hours, or you put a lot of miles on your car. I remember this time almost 2 weeks ago, I put almost 80 miles on my car in one 3-hour block. I was like, yo, y'all gotta pay me more for this. You can call up Amazon support, the driver flex support, and they will pay you more money if you go over your time, and or if you put a lot of miles on your car. So they will reimburse you if anything happens. So the customer support is really, really fast, and they really take care of you. So Amazon Flex, guys, I've given you guys my review of how much I got paid for my very first month, and my love-hate relationship with it. I love the flexibility. I love they pay us a lot, but I also hate because sometimes the routes are shitty. But what can you do when you're only working 2.5 hours a day and you make over $2,000 profit? Guys, I love it. This allows me to grow my Amazon business, and because of that, we've been able to do almost $2,000 in profit from our Amazon business, selling on Amazon. So total, guys, I love this. Like I said, love and hate, but I love the opportunity to do this. So hopefully you guys got a lot of value from this video. Make sure you subscribe below. Leave a comment of what kind of content you guys want to create, because I've been doing a lot of stuff on Amazon lately because I'm doing Amazon Flex. I'm also selling on Amazon, and it's a mix of both. Guys, I'll see you guys next time. Patron is out.